Climies, once the main stock route from Trail Harbour to Granville, spread throughout with its beautiful ocean views and majestical mountain sides. Now, this track has been turned into a four-wheel driver's haven. Each and every year, thousands of avid four-wheel drivers come to tackle this track and see if they have what it takes to overcome it. And you guys, you're coming along for the journey. Every wheel lift, every rut, every jaw-dropping moment, you're going to be there along for the ride. So strap in, and we're going to show you why this is one of the most infamous tracks in the country. Welcome back, guys, to another Netter's Adventures, and this time we're hitting a track that I've really wanted to do for a long time, pretty much ever since I first saw it, which was around 10 years ago, and I've gotten the opportunity now, thanks to you guys and the people that I'm on this journey with, to actually hit these tracks. So as you just saw there, we got some newcomers as well. We got Mel and Joel who are rocking the Can-Am, and that buggy is an absolute beast, so it's good to have a bit of variety coming up. But anyway, guys, we're going to get into this track straight away, because once it starts, it does not stop. So we're going to see if Baz can get over this a little bit, but I'm sure he's going to be fine. Oh, no. You got this, back her up. Alright, now hit it. There we go. Now, if you don't like close quarters, and you probably want to take the beeline on this one, but if you've watched our channel before, you know that we don't like doing that. We like to hit the hardest parts we can. But you can see where some four-wheel drives have hit the side there, and I reckon they've gone out with some panel damage. But Justin, an absolute pro, got through with no worries. Well done. So one thing that really blew me away on this trip was watching the buggy articulate and move around the ruts. I mean, look at that. That is fantastic. It's you guys that are squeaky. I thought it was me. So it was quite nerve-wracking being the biggest vehicle in the convoy in terms of width, because I really didn't want to do any panel damage, especially on a pretty well brand new car. But I was lucky enough that I had Joel and Justin there to help me out through it all, which I am so grateful for. So thank you guys for getting me through that part. It's quite hard, and you can't really see how close the wall is. So just to have those extra eyes on the outside to do it really makes all the difference.
Like it's not fully selected in the transfer.
That's not a happy sound.
It's only half a gauge.
That's all good. We all knew it was going to be a Toyota. So Baz's four-wheel drive wasn't quite engaging there for a moment, but he got it up and running again, so he's back on the track. Would have been a shame if something broke this early into the track, because there's plenty more to go. But anyway, you got this, Baz. Don't forget to tuck your mirrors in. So on this part of the track, you got to go, as you can see, Justin's going across the side of the track there. You sort of got to head up on the left and then cross over in the track, and then there's a little bit of a ditch. We all made it through fine, but not far behind us was obviously Baz, and then we got this call come through.
Netter's or Justin, I do be requiring some assistance, please.
I'll come back. Not the best place to be stopped, but that's alright. Have you got drive? Okay, here you come. You're right. No. Nah. What's it looking like? Alright, back her up. Back her up. Same angle that you came down, just back her up, that same angle.
Same angle.
Why?
I was trying to lift that wheel and sort of different.
Oh. So what happened here is when Baz was trying to cross over, the rear end decided that it was just going to fall into the rut, and he's got himself on a bit of a precarious angle, and of course we don't want to get him into any trouble, so we better have a look to see how to do this. So we had a couple cracks getting him out, but unfortunately he was on a bit of an angle there, so we decided to be safe, hooked the winch up to the Raptor, and he can give himself a little bit of a winch to get out of it, but it was nothing major. That's it. Yep. So Mel and Justin and the rest of the crew have decided to go a little bit ahead of us in the track, which means we've got to pay a little bit of catch up, but that's nothing major, especially when you got views like that. I mean, look at the scenery in the background, that is amazing, and that's probably one of the best things about West Coast tracks, is no matter where you go, you get some awesome views in the background, so that when you're doing all that hard wheeling, you can stop up, have a look, and just relax. So what I like to appreciate on this track is that for the most part the cars that are here are stock standard. The 79's only got slightly bigger tyres. The 60 series, I mean, that's got bigger tyres and some extended shackles. The Raptor, well, that's pretty well stock. If anything, it's worse because it's got more weight in the back, but everything else is pretty much staying stock standard, and we're actually getting these cars through pretty easily. I mean, when you look at the track, if you were here, the camera doesn't do it justice, but the track is extremely rutted out. So at the end of the day, at least we get to do some wheeling in some beautiful countryside and just enjoy the views.
Like, oh, thanks for doing this. No thanks. It's like I want to go home and cry.
So after the last video, if you guys haven't seen it, go ahead and jump onto the channel and watch it. The side steps did hit a fair bit on some of the rocks, and I thought, well, they're probably not as strong as I think they are, or something like that, and I thought I should probably get some rock sliders, but after going through that track, they held up their own, so I decided that I'd be fine to take them through Climies. And I can tell you one thing, they are strong. So as you can see, they're quite rutted out, this track, so it's always good to have a spotter on hand just to be there, just to make sure that you don't fall into a deep rut, cave a door in, because that's the last thing you want, especially when you got your pride and joy out on these tracks. But this track is nothing but relentless. It just keeps on throwing stuff at you left, right and centre, which is pretty much one of the main reasons I wanted to try this track, because it always keeps you on your toes and it makes for some really good wheeling. With only a few scrapes from the side steps and bash plate, we're through, and it's now time for Baz to come through in the 79. Well, just like that, Baz is through. Good driving, Baz. You really know how to wheel the old guy. So we got radio confirmation that there was a buggy coming down the track, so I thought I'd pull off to the side here and let him go past, and Justin has stopped up ahead, but seems like they had other ideas.
They're going to wait up here so you guys can come up through because they want to watch.
Righto.
Wind up, Johnny.
So I had no idea at this point what was up ahead, but I figured if the guys in the buggy wanted to stop and watch that, well, it couldn't be pretty, and boy, I wasn't wrong. So this is some massive ruts. I mean, we're talking big panel damage if you slip into one of them, and at this point, I have no spotter, and as soon as I turn the corner, the camera doesn't do it justice, but I was looking at a sheer rock face. So with no spotter there, I decided to line it up as best I could and give it a go, but let's say not everything went to plan. So the biggest challenge at this point is that I'm on a massive angle, all I can see is sky and I haven't got a spotter, so this is making for a very difficult challenge to get over this first step.
You want to go spotting, Joel? I'm struggling, you can't see anything.
Thanks Mel, good job of putting Joel to work. Now, we can't quite get up, so to pop it over, we're just going to do a little bit of rock packing and give it another crack. So the Raptor pretty much just spat out all the rock packing that Joel had done, so time to put them back in. And if you guys have ever done any four-wheel driving in Tassie, you'll know that the rocks here are super slippery. They have little to no grip, so we just got to give it another crack, put some more rocks in and hope for the best. So with the rock packing done again, Joel lined it up and he said just give it a little bit of right foot and see what happens. And if anybody knows me, I love giving it the right boot. Now I can definitely say that wasn't the smoothest experience or the smoothest drive, but we got there in the end and it was what was required to get over that part. So thanks for that, Joe. Now this is by far the toughest track that I've taken the Raptor on, and with Joel's hard work and good spotting, I can tell you one thing, it's earning its absolute weight in gold. It's pretty impressive to see what this thing can do from fairly stock standard. So I can't stress enough how important it is to have a spotter so that you can make sure you get out of this without doing any panel damage, especially on a track that's this steep and rutted out. So good work, Joel. Thanks for helping us out. So unfortunately the Raptor's come unstuck again on the slippery rock syndrome, so it's time to go back to the drawing board, have a little bit of a re-evaluation and see what we can do. Well, we had a couple red hot cracks, but we decided that just to try and get me up and over, because we do have two other cars that's still going to make it up it, we just put some max tracks under her and just give her the old right foot and hope for the best. And just like that, we're up and out, so with some nice careful spotting by the team and a set of max tracks underneath, we're all done. Now for the real challenge, how the Toyota's going to go. Now Justin has a lot of hours behind the wheel under his belt, and he's chosen quite a difficult line to get up, but if anyone can get the 60 up, it's Justin. Good luck, man. He's going to have a hard time without lockers. So you have to remember that Justin hasn't got the luxury of just being able to flick a switch and engage in his lockers because he hasn't got any in the 60 yet, but he's just going to have to give it the old right boot and just hope she crawls out. So like the Raptor, the 60 just got stuck on the slippery rock syndrome, so we're going to have to put some max tracks under it and hope we can get him out this way.
Give that a go.
really wants to grip and is so close to getting up and over, but just that front left-hand tyre really doesn't have enough grip under it, even with a couple max tracks. So we're going to back him up a little bit, try and get him on a better line, and hopefully this time we can get him up.
Go back, try again. All right. Straight. Stop.
So without the 60 having lockers, we don't want Justin going into one of these ruts and potentially doing a lot of damage to his car this early into the track. So Justin's made the hard decision, but the right one, to hook up a winch.
Grab the winch.
I can say one thing, Justin, without having any lockers, you've been able to get pretty damn far up this one, so that is an awesome drive, and there's no shame in hooking up a winch, because we've still got another car to come through. So Baz has had a couple cracks in the 79. Now we're just trying to get him to get up over this first little bit of a step. He's taken a little bit of a different line to what Justin did with his 60, but a couple cracks and we should have him up and over it.
Yep.
You have to go back and bunter it.
Straighten up. Back. Forward. Go from there. Let's come up here. Like up this second step. Come hard left.
There, you got to hit it real hard.
A bit harder than that.
Very hard.
Yep.
That's it. Yep. Oh. Yep, that's it. Whoop. Yep, right end down, that's good. Keep coming straight.
Good driving, Baz, and good job getting over that first step. Now, let's see if you can get one up on the 60 in the big old 79.
Straight, you want to hit this right here. Drive it. Oh, close up. Yeah, go give that a crack. Whoa. Just eating it. Righto, hang on.
Well, we got another victim of the slippery rock syndrome, and with a lack of clearance and without lockers, we're going to be having a hard fight with the 79 as well.
Alright, give that a bit of a drive. Yep, just drive it. Nah.
Well, that was one heck of a drive as well, Baz. Now the biggest question is which Toyota made it further. So chuck down in the comments which one you reckon went the furthest.
So, I reckon a bit of left hand down and you'll get her. Yeah, well.
And just like that, with the tiny winch, Baz has got the 79 out. So now we're just going to take a little bit of a break. We've been doing this for about an hour and a half, so we're going to have a drink, sit back, have a bit of a chin wag with the other guys here, and then we'll get straight back into the track.
Righto.
So after a bit of a chin wag and a drink, we're back on the road again, and in classic Climies fashion, it's still not letting up. But check this out, I mean, honestly guys, this has to be one of the best tracks that I've ever done in my life. 1 minute you're doing hard wheeling for an hour and a half, the next minute you're going through some rocky terrain with the beach in the background, mountains off to the right, and it's just absolutely spectacular. So it's not long and we're back into a bit of slow paced action. This one is really cool. There's a bit of a rock step and it's like a double step down, so it pays just to have a spotter there to guide you through it, because the last thing you want to do is tip your car and do a bit of damage to the panels.
Yep. Come right in down a bit. Yep, that's straighten up.
Their style is going to come down.
I say it every time, but it really is amazing to see a stock 79 like this getting through these tracks, so good job, Baz.
That's how we do it.
Well guys, this is the part on the Climies track that I am most excited for. I've been waiting 8 years to get here, and it is absolutely amazing to be at this part. And if you guys have ever watched the Climies videos before, you will know exactly where we're at. We're at the infamous Granite Creek. Now, it's pretty chewed out this year. I was talking with Mel and Joel on the way up, and they've done this track before, but this year it is particularly bad, and they didn't even want to hit Granite in their buggy, so that gives you an idea of just how treacherous it really is. On the right hand side, you've got a sheer cliff drop that spells nothing but death, and on the left hand side it is just cliff face and scrubs, so you can't go up that way. Now, I was excited to start off with, but unfortunately things didn't quite go to plan, and from the bottom of my heart I am so grateful for the people that were there. But for you guys, you're going to have to see in the next episode exactly what went down. But for now, thank you so much for the support on this channel. It's been absolutely amazing. You guys know what to do. Like, share, subscribe with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one.